Hi everyone, Daryl here again. When I installed crossbars on my RAV4 Prime, I was always curious about whether they had an impact on gas mileage. Well, today I'm going to find out. We're going to drive a stock RAV4 Prime in the city and on the highway and check the gas mileage. Then we're going to drive the same route with crossbars installed. After the runs have been completed, we'll compile the numbers and discuss. So let's get started. I'll see you at the gas station. Hey guys, so we're getting ready. I topped off the gas. I did a kind of a fill up and then topped it off one more time just to make sure it was totally full. And I'm gonna go ahead and reset the trip odometer. And so it's gonna be at 0 miles. Okay, I'm gonna put it in hybrid mode. So all the tests are gonna be in hybrid mode. If you've seen any of my other videos, or at least my review of the RAV4 Prime, you know that I don't appreciate eco mode. I'm always in sports mode, but we're gonna put in eco mode for this test. So here we go. And it is green, and we are in eco mode. Okay, all the tests, we're gonna have the air conditioning on low, the radio is going to be on, we're gonna be in eco mode. All the tests have been exactly the same, and so we'll get to see a real world comparison between different driving scenarios. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, so we're starting off here. Right now we're driving through a small neighborhood in Las Vegas, and the first 4 miles of our trip is in a 35 mile per hour zone, so we're going 40 miles per hour. And when we get on the freeway, then we're going to set it on cruise, and we'll go a little bit above the speed limit on the freeway, and we're going to go 75 miles an hour on the freeway. So should be a pretty accurate test. You know, it probably should go a little bit longer to give maybe a little bit more accurate, but I think it'll be accurate enough. We'll see. So we'll look at the trip computer and what it thinks we got as far as miles per gallon, and we'll compare that to how much gas we used, and we'll analyze it and see. Okay, bye. Hey guys, I'm back. So we're at the halfway point, and we've done now 18.3 miles. I'll see you back in a second. Okay, so we're done with the test, and so I'm about ready to turn off the car. Looks like we did 37 miles. 37.0 is what the trip odometer says. And so we're gonna turn off the car, and we'll see what the car thinks we did as far as gas mileage goes. So there we go. Okay, so 37 miles, it thinks we did 39.1 miles per gallon. 34% of EV driving for 46 minutes. Okay. Okay, now we'll go ahead and fill her up and see exactly how much gas we used. Okay. Okay, so here we are. We used 0.715 gallons of gasoline. Hey guys, so I just filled up. I topped it off, so I went to a full tank, and then I topped it off from there. And so now we're gonna drive to Gene and see what kind of gas mileage we get. And on this one, this is the crossbar, so I just have the crossbars on. So we'll see what kind of gas mileage we get compared to stock. Okay, bye. Okay, and for this test, we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the stock vehicle. Okay guys, we're coming up at our halfway point, and done 18 miles, 18.1 miles. So it's gonna be about a 37 mile drive that we're doing. And we're just gonna turn around and get on our way back there and fill up at the gas station and see what we got. I'm very curious to see how this compares. Hey guys, so we're done, we're at the gas station. So we're gonna fill up. Before we do that, we're gonna check to see what the computer says on the car. So let's see, we did, if you see on the odometer, we did 37.1 miles is what we did as far as mileage goes. So between 35 and 40, 37.1. And so I'm going to turn off the car and I'm going to see what it thinks that we did as far as miles per gallon. So here we go. Okay, so it says we got 37.5 miles per gallon at 37.1 miles. EV ratio at 27%. Total driving time of 43 minutes. So 37.5, we'll compare that to stock and see what we get. Okay. Okay, so I topped it off and we got, let's see, 0.845 gas that we have to put in the car. So we'll see how that compares to stock. Okay. Hey guys, so I'm back and I've crunched the numbers. I've got to tell you, I'm really confused by the results. Let's go ahead and look at the spreadsheet I created. The first row, which is the amount of time I spent in EV mode, is a little surprising. I really wouldn't expect that much of a difference. Typically, when in hybrid mode, it only goes into EV mode when at a stoplight, when going downhill, or when decelerating. However, the stock Prime spent 34% versus 27% on the Prime with the crossbars. Perhaps on the freeway, with the wind resistance the crossbars created, it spent less time in EV mode. I really don't know for sure. The next row, which is the gas the Prime consumed, really didn't jump out at me at the time, at least initially. The next row was the computer calculated miles per gallon. It showed the stock Prime about 1.5 miles better per gallon than the Prime with the crossbars, 39.1 versus 37.5. This is the result I expected. The last row, which is the actual miles per gallon, really shocked me. I calculated this row using the total miles driven divided by the amount of gas consumed. I wasn't expecting that much of a difference, and I really can't explain it. Perhaps I did something wrong, or maybe there's some sort of issue with my gas tank. However, I did want to present these results, and perhaps I will do a retest someday. I did the tests exactly the same. I filled up the gas tank and I topped it off exactly the same. I went the same distance. I had the same conditions in the vehicle. I just really can't explain it. So anyway, that's it. Certainly having crossbars on your vehicle will affect your gas mileage. How much will likely vary depending on how fast you go and what kind of driving you do, such as city versus highway. But it's likely to impact your gas mileage, somewhere between 2 to 8 miles per gallon. I think it's probably closer to 2. Please consider watching one of the videos below. We'll compare the audio levels in the cabin on a RAV4 Prime with the crossbars installed versus stock. Or, if you want to uninstall the crossbars, there's a video on that. If you like these videos, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications for my channel so you don't miss any of them. Thank you very much.